I need y'all's help with the Suburban build. Again, you see, the Suburban is supposed to eventually handle serious power. However, I'm kind of stuck on what rear end to run. Option 1 is to build the stock rear end that's already in the Suburban. I feel like this is the easiest route. However, I'm not quite sure how far I can push it before it becomes the weak link. For our second option, we have the custom Ford 9-inch rear end. I think that this is the strongest and most upgradable route. However, with that comes the cost and also the fabrication, because we're putting it into a Chevy Suburban. And I have no fabrication experience, so I don't think that's gonna work out for me. Maybe we need to get a shop to fab that one up for me, but yeah, that's probably more on the extreme end. For option 3, we have the Chevy 9.5-inch 14-bolt rear end. Now, I've heard that these things are very strong, but I do know that installing this rear end will go ahead and change the bolt pattern to a 6-lug pattern. With that, my wheel options change. If we were to run these wheels, we can no longer do that. I guess I will need to consider a different set of street performance wheels. My other concern is also the big brake kit compatibility. I do want to upgrade these to bigger brakes. So I'm not quite sure if having a 6-lug bolt pattern will mess with that plan. I don't know. To sum it up, my biggest concerns are whether or not the rear end can handle a lot of power, how much fabrication is required to install the rear end, and whether or not I can run a big brake kit with that rear end. So you guys let me know. Should I go with the stock rear end? Should I go with the custom 9-inch rear end, or the 9.5-inch 14th bolt rear end? Let me know.